Hey everybody, welcome to the second of 4 little micro reviews on Doomtown Reloaded's starter decks. So if you missed my first one on the Law Dogs, this is the second one on the Slow Gang. I'll have links to all the other videos in the series. So let's go ahead and jump in and talk to the Sloane Gang. So here is their home card, and you can see here it has a boot during the noon phase. Boot your dude in the town square. If that dude is still in the town square during the sundown phase, either gain one ghost rock per other player, or your dude permanently gets a control point if they do not already have one. So that is a cool little idea there. I like that. I saw that used to great effect against me, actually. And we've got Marion Seville here. Very interesting little effect. Marion gets +2 bullets while he is wanted. And so if you looked at the last video, the Law Dogs, they're going to put a lot of bounties and things on other players, other characters. Well, this one deck here wants those bounties, wants those wanted markers. Similar here, Silas aims. Silas bullets are equal to his bounty. This is a really cool card here, Lawrence Blackwood. If Lawrence is at a deed you do not own, he is worth 1 control point while he stays at that deed. Sort of a compounding control generator guy. This is a very interesting one, and this one I think actually comes into play very nicely in a multiplayer game. After a shootout starts, but before any player makes a shootout play, make a shootout play. So if you have this here, if you're the controller of Pearlie's Palace, you can get the jump on other players, because remember in this, it's all based on turn order. Getting that turn order is very important, and I think that can be especially important in a multiplayer game with multiple people involved in a shootout. And this is a way that you can get in there, and whatever shootout effect you may have, you can get that off before other players. If you reveal a cheating hand in Baron shootout, raise your draw hand rank by 1 for this round. So again, counterbalancing the Law Dogs, this guy wants to cheat, wants to have bounties, where the Law Dog's going to kind of gain off of that. This one's also going to gain off of it. This is interesting. If Allie is at the town square, she permanently gets 1 control point. And you can see this is a noon and it's a boot. So you can and she can get a lot of control points on here, but holy cow, is that going to make her a target? Here is a mystical weapon. If the pull is lower than this dude's bullets, ace 1 dude in the opposing posse. Now, that's difficult to pull off because most people's bullets aren't really that high. They're like, 3 at most. But it's possible that you maybe will pull this off, and then you pull an ace or something and you basically ace that guy. So it's a low chance to do it, but it's not too bad because it gives you +2 bullets anyway. So it's an interesting little card. I've never seen it go off actually, but it's interesting. This is Ramiro Mendoza. He has a very nice 3 stud rating, but when he joins a posse, you may pay 1 ghost rock. If you do not or cannot pay, you have to discard him. So you've got to have some money lying around to keep him in play. This one is a beast. This is the shotgun. It adds +1 bullet to whoever wields it. Choose and ace an opposing dude in this shootout with a value less than or equal to this dude's bullets. I mean, it's less than or equal to. So you could put this on, anybody. You could put on this guy. He's got 4 bullets. And that's going to be more than most folks. Or you could put him in Prescott Utter, in the Law Dogs, who could have, a bunch of bullets because it's a variable amount. And you can take and you can use this, you can boot the shotgun, and you just straight up ace a dude. So that's crazy. And you get to choose who you ace. So, man, pack 4 of those. I mean, I don't know. Now, Bad Company, this actually go nicely with this, but choose a wanted dude. That dude gets +3 bullets and is a stud. If the dude is discarded or aced, the player responsible gains an extra 4 ghost rock, because you remember you get the bounty when you kill off or knock out a wanted guy. There's a horse. There's a lot of horses in the game. Basically, you boot the horse, you can move the dude without booting, so you can get him to a faraway location or jump through town, get to somebody else's location, or kind of go backwards and break some of the movement rules with the horses. This is another one. There's a similar card in the Law Dog deck to specifically target a player and mark them as a job. Mark a dude. If the mark is not wanted, raise the bounty on each dude in your posse by 1. If successful, ace the mark. So another way to target somebody directly and also get everybody more wanted in your group, which is what you want as an outlaw. This basically just turns the dude from a draw type of character into a stud, which is always better. This guy here, one of your dudes gets +2 bullets for that particular round. Again, nice with the shotgun. Cheat and resolution. The cheating player must boot a dude if in a shootout that dude gets aced instead. if you have a legal hand, you choose the dude to boot or ace. So you can play this as a reaction to turn order. You can play it as a reaction to a shootout. Very interesting card. Very nasty. Another kind of card to fish through your deck. Boot this dude and discard a card from your hand to draw a card. Drink some whiskey, go find something else. Sanford here, call out a dude at this deed. If Sanford is wanted, the call it cannot be refused. A way to kind of force combat. This same card is in the Law Dogs deck. Raise or lower a bounty on the dude. So you may want to raise, the bounty on one of your guys to give them more bullets, give them more special effects. So this one is a way to kind of break some of the movement rules when you bring in backup as a shootout. Move one of your dudes into your posse. That dude becomes a stud. So that's another way to get a guy from far away into backup. This is a nice little thing. Choose a deed that you control but you do not own to gain ghost rock equal to its production. Yeah, it seems good, but I don't know. This one hasn't really worked out for me. But it was one that I initially kind of thought was, oh, that'd be cool. You can get some extra money. But boy, you spend enough time trying to control those locations anyway. And the fact that you may or may not have that in your hand, when you control a location is one thing. Dead Dog Tavern, interesting. Determine control of this deed using bullets instead of influence. This card's also in the Law Dogs deck. Boot your dude in this posse to send a dude in the other posse home booted. Your dude gets -1. So it's a way to get somebody that's going to cause you irritation out of that shootout. Or even do it before they get a chance to play their own shootout reaction if you're going before them in turn. This is cool, kind of a double effect card, so you can just play it to draw a card, or you can wait and see if a cheating resolution happens and you can gain $3. Another Bad Company, Pancho Castillo, just an all-around, high-powered gunfighter. 3 stud bullets, 2 influence. A little bit pricey to keep in play, though. This card is also in the Law Dogs deck. Raise a dude's influence by 1. Another way to sort of, gain control of a location temporarily, or maybe even win the game that turn. This is interesting. This is Jonah Essex, and you can see he's Huckster 1, so you can have spells attached to him. Other wanted dudes in Jonah's posse get +1 bullets, so this will be a nice splash card if you're trying to build sort of an outlaw magic type deck. Warpaint again, get +2 bullets. Pearly's Palace, we already talked about that. Pearl-handed revolver, talked about that. Hiding in the shadows. Choose one of your dudes. Other players cannot choose or affect that dude with shootout abilities. Very good if you want to protect, one of your better gunfighters. Raise or lower the bullets of a dude at this location by 2, so you can boot that, and then influence how the battles may turn out there. Extortion, we talked about that. Unprepared. I've had this one played against me just the other day. Boot a dude and their attached cards. That dude gets -1 bullets and cannot use abilities. Their attached cards lose all traits, abilities, and bullet bonuses. So if you have a guy equipped with a super awesome science weapon or something like that, or maybe some spells, this one will make all your plans go away. This is cool. This is very thematic here. I really like this one. This is a hold up. So boot your dude at a deed that you don't own to take ghost rock from the owner up to the production of that deed. So you can steal their money. Raise the bounty on your dude by the amount of the ghost rock taken. So you want to do that because it's going to buff up your guys. But of course then people want to target them to get the reward for that bounty. Sanford again. Another unprepared. Here's kidnapping. So this is the job. Mark a dude. Your posse must have more total bullets than the marked dude. Raise the bounty of each dude in your posse by 1. If successful, discard the mark. So another way to go and target somebody directly. Another kidnapping. Killer Bunny's Casino. Controller of this deed must discard a additional card each sundown phase. Another way to kind of go through your deck a little bit better. Another horse. Another whiskey flask. Another stakes just rose. Again, Fred's influence is equal to his bounty. Charlie's Place, I think this may be, okay, here's a new one, Sloane. Sloane's bounty cannot be reduced below 1. Sloane and your other dudes at her location do not boot when forming or joining a posse. You can see very, very strong character, 4 studs, 3 influence, $8 to get into play, and 3 upkeep. So she is one that you want to have a lot of money before you get her into play. Clementine Lep. This is one actually, for some reason, in my last video, I thought was in the Law Dogs deck. It's not. She's in here. While in a saloon you own, Clementine gets +1 influence and cannot be called out. So she's a way to kind of, you know, keep control of the saloon itself. Dead Dog Tavern. We've talked about that. Shotgun again. One good turn. This is a hold up. So we've talked about all these now. So that was the Sloane Gang deck. Very strong deck. Maybe the best deck in the game. I think that's just because of the shotgun and some of the how it kind of plays off of the Law Dogs deck. The Law Dog decks wants to put on bounties on people, but so this one wants to have bounties. So it kind of goes back and forth in that regard. So anyway, that is the Sloane Gang.